Next one is pretty interesting because it's one of our favorite videos we made. Like, it might not have been as successful as other videos, but it was definitely a fun experience. This is from Dog Tips
Yeah.
and Training. How was your experience at the Dog Psychology Center with Cesar Millan? Also, love your videos.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you, Doc Tips and Trading. Dude, Cesar Millan, dude. At first, I like Cesar Millan. If you're a big dog fan, you probably know Cesar Millan. And at first, I was starstruck because, like, hey, I grew up watching him. But from the moment we stepped in his like psychology center, it was just like surreal. It was like a sense of escapism. Like he literally has this dog center where he trains a lot of dogs like in the middle of the mountains. So it's like kind of you're so isolated from everything. And that whole environment that we entered was very surreal and serene. It gave you a sense of peace at first. So that going into the dog psychology center just like that kind of already gave you that sense of peace. You're like, oh, okay, this is dope. I feel relaxed here. And then by the moment he came out, I just felt at peace because Cesar Millan himself, it's like, since he trained a lot of dogs or whatever, you get that sense of like authority, like, hey, what's up? So you kind of felt a little intimidated at first, but at the same time, you felt inspired because there's like this sense of like vibe towards him. It's like a sensei vibe, It's like a teacher, like, yo, I'm Cesar Millan. Well, I don't know. His personality is funny because it's like he trolls you in a way, but then he's serious in a way and gives you like serious advice about life. Because the thing I got most from that experience was like we went there so we could grab advice for how to train the dogs, but the flip side of it is he wasn't training the dogs. He was actually training you because I know it's kind of like the dogs kind of follow what their masters and their owners do and say. So they're triggered by repetitive routines and like, mannerisms and attitudes. So it's kind of like if you have a great attitude towards the way you train your dogs and live your life, then your dogs will live that same life and same attitude that you're living. So it's kind of like you go there not to fix your dog, but you as a person. So that's something that we all should like be striving towards, to do and to be, to be that better person, to help others when needed. I don't know. It's just like it was like a whole mind-blowing process because the whole time you're just like listening to him, but then when you leave his psychology center, you're like, wow, he basically trained me. Like the dogs didn't learn anything. Like I literally learned a lot more than what I thought I would. So yeah, if you ever have a chance, go and take a class from Caesar. I know he does like, training sessions here and there. So if you have a chance, sign up for it. And I'm pretty sure you will be mind blown as well. So all you dog lovers out there.
Yeah, that was awesome. You want to talk about like the results you got from Izzy? Because Izzy was a brand new dog around that time, right? Ish.
Yeah. The results. So we got a new dog at the time when we visited Cesar Milan, and she was probably like we had her for like 4 months. And the first thing he said is that she was the bottom of the pack, meaning she's the runt, and she's like the weakest out of like the 3 dogs that we have. So it's kind of like if you have a dog that's scared of everything, just take her out a lot more, like 45 minutes a day, and just let her explore the real world, let her explore every single thing, and then let her, get used to the fire hydrants, get used to the grass, to other dogs, to the trees, the wind, and let her build up that tolerance to be not scared of everything. But in the other hand, it's kind of like the same thing towards you. If you're scared of something, mess with my mind a bit. It's like, okay, if she's doing that, maybe I should be doing the same thing. So I took, that to accountability. Is like, okay, what can I do to, get rid of my fears and my failures? Okay, I should expose myself to working out when I should. Procrastination is a big thing, so maybe I shouldn't procrastinate, and my fear for failure just maybe eliminates or whatever because I accomplished that hurdle. I jumped past that hurdle. I strive across that hurdle to beat my procrastination towards things, and I have, I set goals for myself even more because I conquered my fears. So it's kind of like you gotta like look at it like if. Okay, I'm done. That's a lot. My brain hurts just like thinking about it, but you do learn a lot though.
For sure. That's crazy that you said you procrastinate because I feel like you're usually on top of everything. Like you're probably one of the most proactive people I know. Anyways, next